Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Madeline. I make new videos every week. Please make sure to subscribe and like this video. I'm going to talk about my studying process and how I prepare for finals, and then I'll show you guys how I take notes on my iPad. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is my studying process. The thing I like to do is plan out what I'm going to be studying. I write down the exam, my calendar. You can use your calendar, you can use a planner, you can use a bullet journal, whatever you feel comfortable and whatever you plan out. This is my planner. I use a day designer, and you can write down your daily tasks, and you can also time block your day. I'll put the link in the description if you want to check that out. I also use a whiteboard to write down any due date. Next thing you want to do is figure out if your exam is cumulative or not. A cumulative means that you have to study all the material from the beginning of the semester. If it's not cumulative, that means that you just study from the midterm till now. If you're given a study guide, then you want to go over all the material given on that. If you're not given a study guide, then I just recommend reviewing your notes from the beginning of the year. Most important thing you don't do while you're studying finals exam is do not procrastinate. If you know you have a week till your exam, don't wait until the day before to study for your exam, because that's not effective at all. If you don't take breaks in between your studying, you'll have a hard time retaining your information. The method I use is the Pomodoro technique. You set your timer for 25 minutes. You don't touch your phone until the timer's up. Then you would take a 5-minute break. After 3 or 4 Pomodoros, you would take a 15 to 30 minute break. During the 5 minutes, 15 to 30 minute breaks, you can grab a snack, you can watch a video, you can go on social media, but after that 5 minutes is up, go back on your task. The website I use is Pomodoro Focus. I'll put the link down in the description. I also use the app Forest when I know I'm going to be distracted on my phone. Whenever you want to stay focused, you plant a tree. Your tree will grow while you're focused on your work, and if you touch your phone or leave the app, your tree will die. And the last thing I like to do while I'm studying is listen to study music. I mostly prefer listening to lo-fi music. I'll link my playlist in the description below. Next, let's go into supplies. I take notes on my iPad. This is the iPad 6th generation. I made a video on what's on my iPad, so you can check out the video. I got this as a Christmas present. I use my iPad for entertainment, drawing, making thumbnails, and graphics on my YouTube videos, and I use it for studying. Along with that, I use the Apple Pencil. This is the 1st generation. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how I take notes on my iPad. For this setup, I have my MacBook open where I have my lecture notes or lecture slides, and I write notes on my iPad. To make a new notebook, you click New, and the page cover that I'm using is Liquid. And then you can go ahead and write the name of your class that you're taking and press Create. I'm going to make a blank page to show you the different brushes and the different tools I use. So the first tool I'm going to go over is all the pens. So the first pen is the fountain pen, and these are how the strokes look like. The next pen is the ball pen, which is the one I mostly use. And then the last pen is the brush pen, and these how the strokes look like. The next tool is the highlighter tool. I like to have different presets. You can change the color of your pens and highlighters using the color wheel. The highlighter will go underneath your text, and you can always set up your highlighter to make a clean straight line. The next tool is the shape tool. The next tool is a magnifier. It zooms into your text so you can have neater handwriting. The pen thickness I use is 0.35. The next tool is the lasso tool, and I think this is a really cool tool. You can use the lasso tool to resize your text because I write really small. You can also use the lasso tool to change the color of the text. The next tool are sticky notes. And you can write over the text. The next feature in Goodnotes is that you can add images to your notes. The next feature in Goodnotes is that you can type in Goodnotes. If you have a keyboard that's compatible, then I would highly recommend it. This tool I don't use, but this is like a lasso tool where you can use this for presentation. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I take notes. I use a ballpoint pen, 2 millimeters, and I normally take Cornell notes, and I use the shape tool to make sure I have even straight lines. And then I would write a title, use the lasso tool to make it bigger because I write really small, and then just add like cute little borders around the title. Then I would go with the magnifying tool and write my header. This is going to be one of the topics of your note, and I'll resize that because I write really small. Instead of bullet points, I like to use arrows in my notes, and this is where you would start jotting down your notes. And then I'm going over and resizing them and just fixing any misspelling. Then I would have like a down arrow where I write my set point, and then I would continue writing notes. So over here I'm just going over my headers, and then I'm writing another header. That is the second topic of your notes. And that's just how I would continue going about my notes. And for Cornell notes, obviously you want to have like a summary or all the key points taken from your notes. And here's just an example of how my notes turn out after I'm done with taking my lecture notes. Guys, today, thank you for watching this video. If you made it to the end of the video, please make sure to leave a flower emoji. Thank you guys for supporting my channel and subscribing. It means so much to me. See you guys next week. Bye.